Hi, in this e-session, you and I are together going to be hanging out, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at what it takes to add an event into Events Calendar Pro. That's an add-on to your WordPress installation that allows you to list events in a calendar or in a list format, however you like, or however your visitors like as well, because they're able to select a button that changes that. And as well as listing events, you're also able to sell tickets. It's all very handy if you run lots of events. All right. Here we are in our backend. You'll be familiar with this by now. And now that we've got Events Calendar Pro installed, there are two things that immediately change. We have a new menu item over here that's called Events. And there's an option here that says Add New. And we'll be clicking that in just the next little while, but not yet. We're just going to head out into the front end first. And I'll just show you something very quickly. The second thing that immediately changes upon us installing Events Calendar Pro is we get an events page. And I don't have the events page put onto the main menu yet, but that's okay, you don't need it. Just go to your normal URL and put slash and then events and click on that, and it's going to show you your calendar. And here it is. Now it's not looking very calendar-ish at the moment because we haven't got any events. That's going to change in just the next little while because we're going to create one. Here's a more calendar sort of a view. Alright, so let's head back into our backend, and we're going to go to our events menu, then we're going to click on Add New, and we just wait for the screen to update. Alright, so just for the fun of it, we will imagine that this event is going to be an art gallery group opening. No, art gallery opening with a group excursion scene. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. So art gallery opening group excursion. Okay, cool. Alright, so as is always the case with WordPress, this big area here is fit for us to enter a large description. So a long description goes in here, and we'll just make that, we'll copy that, and we'll paste it a few times so we've got something to look at in our description field. Looking pretty good. A few more. Gone crazy there. Okay. Alright, so we'll scroll down a little bit further, and now we're going to get into the guts of it. Remember, we are entering information about an event, so sooner or later it was going to ask us what the date and time was. Alright, this is the first step. Event date and time. Alright, so the first thing it's asking us is it an all-day event? And we'll say yes for now. The difference is, of course, if it's not an all-day event, then it's going to have a start time during a day, and then it's going to have an end time. But if it's an all-day event, it's not going to have a start time and end time. It's just going to be assumed to be 9 o'clock in the morning or whenever. Alright, so our date, of course, it gives us a calendar, and we're able to just pick whatever number we want. I honestly don't know why it's this color, but it's just gone that color for whatever reason. Alright, so we've selected tomorrow, and we've got this next selection here that says recurrence. Now, that's a really interesting thing to play with. If I say that the event is going to recur every week, it says to me, okay, so when will that recurring event end? So, you know, is it going to happen every week for the next 6 months, or until this specific date? In this case, we're going to say never, and that just means that it's going to happen on this particular day forever, basically. But we won't do that for now. We've got one excursion and we're going to the art gallery. There's lots of things that you can play with here. Alright, so the next thing that's asking us is the event location detail. So this basically means that if you are planning on going to the art gallery lots, you can actually save the information about the art gallery into the system, so you only have to select it once from a drop-down. We won't do that for now, though. We'll just keep it simple for ourselves. We'll enter it in and just be nice and straightforward. Alright, so the venue name in this case is Art Gallery of, say, New South Wales. Why not? Okay, and the address is, I honestly don't remember the address of the Art Gallery in New South Wales, but it's Hyde Park. Might even be Hyde Park Road. That's okay. And the city is, of course, Sydney. And the country is, of course, Australia. and the state is New South Wales. And the reason we have to enter all this stuff in about Australia and New South Wales is because later down the track, once we've got our event in the system is going to automatically put together a Google map for us. And Google, because Google is an American website, wants to know that the addresses in Australia or New South Wales or whatever. Okay, so the postcode is straightforward enough. Okay, so the telephone number that they're referring to here is the number of the venue. Now, you might choose to put that in, you might choose to not put that in. It's going to be entirely up to you. Nothing's going to break if you leave this empty, and nothing's going to break if you put a number in, but just for the fun of it, we'll put the number in. I guess the logic is if a person can't find the place, or it's a different type of venue that's closed on rainy days, then that means your guests will be able to call up the venue and say, hey, are you open, or where are you, or so on and so forth. And this last field here is a website, and in this case it's going to be artgallerynewsouthwales.com.au. It's probably .gov.au, but who knows. Alright, so we've got these checkboxes here that say show Google Map and show Google Maps link. We're going to leave those there because we do want to have a Google Map that points to the Art Gallery New South Wales. Alright, so this brings us down to our next box, the event organizer details. Now, this is the person who's the chieftain of the event, who's the mother hen. This is the person that if one of your guests has a question, or they're lost, or this, that, and the other, this person is the one that they should contact. So we're going to say for now this person's called Marjorie Smith, and if I'm running late to the Art Gallery New South Wales exhibition group excursion thing, then I'm going to call Marjorie, and luckily her telephone number is here in the system, and I'm just going to put that on there, and she doesn't have a website, that's okay. And if you want to, you can put Marjorie's email, marjorie@gmail.com, and people can email her like that, and that's cool. Alright, the next box is the event website. And the reason you might have one of those is if it's a special exhibition for the art gallery, they might have a website for it. So it's an opening, or it's Art Express, or something like that. So let's put that in. www.artgallerynewsouthwales.com.au/Art Express. Okay, and that's the website for that particular event or day or whatever it is that you're talking about. And we're pretty good after that. What we will do is we'll set a featured image, as per always in WordPress. So I'm just going to click on that button, and I'm just going to upload a file just very quickly, and there's a nice picture of an art gallery. And so we'll just wait for that to upload, and we're looking pretty good. And we just wait for it to finish its business. It's compressing the file and getting it ready to show on the internet. Okay, looking pretty good, so I'm just going to click Set Featured Image. And we're doing very well so far. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to be doing, what we might do is we'll just quickly take a look at the event, and we'll see how we're looking. Okay, so let's click on Publish. And if we head back out into our front end, and we're just waiting for this busy signal to finish. And what we're going to do is we're going to click refresh here on the calendar, and we should see our event pop up for tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan. And you can see it there. Okay, very good. Alright, so you can see that when I hover over it, we get a nice thumbnail image, we get a bit of a description, we get told the date, and if I click on it now, what's going to happen is it's going to bring up our new event. And you can see there's the title, Loud and Proud, the date, and nice image, the one that we uploaded, the description, of course. And we've got our Google map, and if we zoom in on that a little bit, it's going to, for some reason, it's looking for Hyde Park Road. That's why, because Hyde Park Road isn't actually in Hyde Park of the CBD. But that's what you get when you make up an address, just off the top of your head. But that's okay. You can see here we've got our address for Art Gallery New South Wales. So it's Art Express. In this case, it's Marjorie Smith. And remember that we've got an email address here for her and a telephone number also. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. Obviously, the one piece of the puzzle that's missing so far is the fact that we're not able to buy any tickets. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back into our event. And we are going to scroll down a little bit, and you can see all the stuff that we put in a little while ago is all still here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll to my tickets section, and I'm going to add a new ticket. Alright, so what's going to happen is it's going to ask me what am I going to sell with, and it's WooCommerce. You don't have an option because yeah, we've only got one payment portal set up in this system. Alright, so in this case it's going to be ticket name, and I'm going to make 2 tickets. I'm going to give it a members ticket, members price, members, and full members of the society. Okay, and members can come along for $15, and the ticket sales start at today, and well, I guess they're going to have to go until tomorrow. And so we have 30 places available, so we'll say that stock is 30, and then we'll just say save this ticket, and that's it. That's all it takes to create a ticket for this event. Okay, so you can see here in our ticket section we've got one listed, and it's members. And so if we go back out to our event now, and we click refresh, if everything has gone according to plan, we should see our ticket for sale down here, and it is. Okay, so it's a members price, $15. We want one of those, and just like normal with WooCommerce, if I click add to cart, it goes into the shopping cart. There it is. But let's just create another ticket, and the reason I'm doing this is so to show you that you can have more than one price. So we've got our members priced, and now we'll make a guest price. So it's going to be guest, and for guests and whoops, sorry. Guests and partners. Okay, and because we don't quite like them so much as full members, we'll call that 20. And again, the tickets are going to go on sale today, and the sale will end tomorrow. And we'll say that there's going to be 10 guests allowed because, again, we don't like them quite so much. Okay, so we click on save this ticket, and what we've gone and done is we've generated a new ticket, a new price, and so people are going to be able to, from this page, choose how many tickets of each variety and they will be able to purchase. So it says very clearly here that it's for guests, and this one's for full members of the society. We'll say that it's going to be 1 guest and 2 members, and those will go to the cart, and everything works according to plan. Now, one thing that I would probably recommend to you, this is just an added layer of complexity, but it's an important one, and it's going to work out well for you if you do this. What happens is with this system, the tickets are generated, and in WooCommerce the product is called guests. Let's just fire that up just quickly. Let's go to products under WooCommerce. Sorry, I've lost it. Okay, let's open that up in a new tab, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So open a new tab. And what we're going to see in WooCommerce is there's going to be a new product called members and guests. You can see them here, members and guests. Now, in your invoicing and in your reporting and this, that, and the other, those 2 words aren't going to mean a lot because they're just going to be members and guests, and you're going to get an email if you have more than one event and they all have tickets for members and guests. And remember, you have to generate new tickets for each different event, okay? If you have 10 events and they've all got members and guests, then these are not going to mean much to you at all. You're not going to be able to work out which event they're connected to. So what I do recommend to you is, instead of just calling them members and guests like I did, guests, art, gallery, exhibition, group, excursion, and then we might even just put in the date as well. So it's the 30th of the 6th, and while that's not quite as pretty as members and guests, it's going to be a lot more functional for you. So let's get that out, and we'll just copy that, and we'll say save this ticket. Remember, you can you can change the details on tickets by hovering over them, and then you've got your edit button there. Same as anything in WordPress, basically. And you'll forgive the typo in the things that I've just typed. We don't need that. And we click save this ticket. And so what's going to happen now is if I come over to products and I click on refresh, and so you can see now that these product titles that are here, whoops, sorry, the screen went crazy. The product titles that are here are a lot more meaningful now. So that's what I recommend to you to do. Okay, so it's been a long video, but hopefully a useful one. If you have any questions, and I'm sure there's about 400 million of them, just hit me up here at Bloom360, and we're only ever too happy to help. Talk to you later. Bye.